if you're not already in the Foundry, get into the Foundry. We'll be getting started. Oh, yeah, you're not bugging again? Everything. Zooms in on Gul'dak. Where is the, Yeah.
Butter Aim's getting better.
I just fixed my desktop audio on my stream just in time for you to say that. I hate it here.
My wife still misses me. Butter Aim's getting better. Am I right, folks? Am I right, guys? This joke isn't dead. We haven't beaten this horse yet.
I think we should aim to do better.
Like better than my wife.
Yeah.
Why?
My wife is
You'll be
best.
slapped
Considering
right
she
there.
keeps missing you.
Dan.
Oh no. What did I just see move across screen?
I put the Emperor token down.
I just watched him move stage right and then disappear.
Fucking here.
just sudden fucking Solid Snake exclamation point sound.
It's just like dun dun dun.
New funky mode. Use that for your streams, kiddos. New funky mode.
No.
Anywho, so I didn't stream last week, so we are gonna do a proper recap this time, and then go need to speak all up to speed because yes, a lot of stuff happened last session. Also, welcome to where the party is right now.
I see.
Welcome to the sea of dead bodies.
Oh god.
So,
We're fine.
last time on the Transagenda, the party, having made their way to Ernadel, I'm finally starting to memorize that name, without having to check the world map, has managed to get an audience with the local lady, this lady called Burs. After a discussion with her, you had managed to secure an agreement of alliance on the condition that you figure out what's going on behind these kidnappings that have been plaguing Ernadel and the Yesterkeep Woods. Apparently, Ryoki was not the only case of this, and there's actually been a widespread problem as of late, the last couple of months or so. And on top of this, just before the party had had their meeting, they had overheard a conversation between a strange individual wearing clothing and adorned with symbols that the party did not recognize from anywhere in the continent. Not even the princess was able to identify what the markings were. And their clothing style was rather distinct. Or they had departed. After you had conducted your meeting with the lady, you had Whistle had snuck up on this individual while they were talking through some kind of pearl in their ear, speaking to someone distant, it would seem. And had overheard discussions about some search for some kind of ruins. This had obviously drawn the party's attention, considering what happened at Abport, also involving a set of old ruins. And the party had decided to tail this individual as they left the city. However, it would seem that they had eyes watching over them because they had suddenly become aware of your tailing and had booked it off into alleys, the party having Whistle leading the party in a chase. As they fled into an abandoned, like a back region of the city, full of like warehouses and storehouses where there's not many people around. Or eventually managing to confront this individual after Whistle built a wall of like barrels and chairs in the way after getting ahead of them.
Build the wall.
No.
Stop.
God damn it.
Whistle, what have you become?
Build a
You
wall.
had learnt that this individual is named Vivian Venestrea,
In the straight.
and they have some kind of partner who knows a lot about what's going on, it would seem. Although you didn't get a name for them, nor did you see them, they spoke purely through the pearl. After this discussion, it was found that you are probably on the same side of the larger conflict at play here. Although, they seem to be keeping their cards close to their chest, so to say. Vivian has decided, well, has been told by whoever their partner is to accompany you for the time being. However, she has outwardly stated that she will not help you outside of looking for the ruins, as the party had agreed to assist them in this matter. After this, the party had left the city heading to meet up with Tiger outside the city at an old abandoned like storehouse. That apparently is where the dealer had been operating out of, so to speak. After arriving, you had found the place quiet, and upon inspection, upon entering the back room, you had found 3 dead bodies, and this individual crouched next to one of the bodies, glancing up as you had kicked the door in, and then disappearing a second later. A flash of short-range teleportation magic. After this, you had burst out of the building searching around, but because of some poor rolls, the party were not able to find where they had run off to. And you had to wait until the sun rises to begin looking for tracks. And it's too dark. It's nighttime. And at this point, having returning to the storehouse to continue investigation of the bodies and the storehouse in general, that is where we pick back up. The floor is yours.
Also unpause.
Yeah.
Q.
Q. Is there anything of note on the bodies?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay, give me one moment.
I'm just casually deleting all the invisible walls on the map that don't need to be there.
Never mind. That's so on brand at this point. It hurts.
You don't have proficiency, so
I mean,
you're
I
checking
just
over the
roll poorly
bodies,
regardless.
but you don't know where you're looking, and you're a bit distracted right now. Is anyone else gonna look over the bodies?
I can attempt. Why not?
Roll an investigation check. Also, you're a bit distracted.
Let me take a look.
If we all fail this, I'm gonna
The
cry.
cascading roll of just failures.
Didn't I like already pass just like
Shiny.
errantly last time?
God damn it.
You've done a quick check over the bodies, but you haven't done a thorough investigation last time. You checked their
Yeah.
pockets and such.
We ran their pockets before checking their importance.
Yeah, again, it's like, ooh, shiny.
Ooh, shiny. And then she
Ooh,
goes
it's
outside,
candy.
climbs up
Ooh,
top of
it's
this,
candy.
I'm assuming awning or whatever this is, and she's just kind of crouching there, keeping an eye out.
Anyone else want to give the bodies a check?
Walls! I mean,
Sure.
nobody else has had luck. I'll go after Aqua.
Right.
Heather with a 19. As the others are kind
Yay.
of like fumbling around like a dimly lit room, as the light source of the room, it's a bit easier for you to work as everything you're working on you don't have shadows to deal with. As you like crouch down next to this body, which the strange individual seemed to be crouching over before you had arrived. Checking over them, you find tucked away under they got like a leather breastplate on, and tucked under it, between the armor and like the underclothing, you pull out what appears to be a small notebook. There's a bit of blood soaked into parts of it, but it's still legible.
It's a good thing the ledger is legible.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Call
Good.
Coping right now.
Yeah, that is what you find on the body. Small notebook.
Hmm. So we already know about the blood-soaked rug out here. With the several.
Yeah, under the rugs are just blood stains.
Fucking. Hmm.
Fucking walls.
Wall moment.
Wall
Walmart. Oh. Well, we have the notebook. I don't know if we need anything else. Did anyone check the contents of it?
Are you continuing to look around the building?
Sure.
I would say going off of just spending time to investigate, you would find some of the following things. Everything in here is old and rusted. It obviously hasn't been used in a very long time, probably a few years. Be your guess. There's obviously a general store of some kind, selling all sorts of knickknacks.
Yeah, some real knickknacks they're selling here, huh?
However, anything of value seems to have already been long taken.
Damn it. Tear, but
Hacking.
Damn.
Although, of note, there doesn't appear to be too much dust everywhere. While the place appears to have just not been like actively used for its purpose, it does seem to have received some basic foot traffic since over the last few years, especially recently. Is there anything specific you want to look for?
I have nothing specific to look for. I don't think.
Whistle's gonna focus on the foot traffic, kind of see if there's like anything
Like boot
specific about
prints?
like the boot prints that she can make out.
Roll a survival check. As this is tracking. For 19, as you crouch down and begin glancing through the various bits of dust and dirt and whatnot scattered on the ground, you would be able to slowly put together like a few dozen tracks faintly in the dust and dirt. As this is a building, it doesn't get much ventilation, so footprints last a long time in here.
Like they didn't have a maid.
You would see, judging from the amount of foot traffic, you'd guess this place gets a visitor maybe once every week or so.
Alright.
And they all seem to be like traveling boots and such.
Various sizes. I'm
Although
assuming.
with a 19, you do beat the DC 17 check for this. You would notice interspersed in the more recent footprints, a smooth, like a single set of smooth boots or some kind of smooth shoes. Something you'd expect on a thief for masking footsteps. You see that interspersed
Oh my
with
God.
the more recent footprints, including the footprints you'd narrow down to today.
So have you been here?
Whistle, did you hit
She
this
would-
place while stealing gold?
No. She kind of looks through at these prints, kind of following them wherever they lead.
They lead well, the ones that were today, managed to lead it through to where you are standing right now, to right about here.
Mhm.
You see that they move up to where there is the bloodstain,
Mm-hmm.
and they continue over here. And then they continue into the back room, like 3 times, back and forth, before going back in, and then they end where they were standing when they teleported away.
Okay. Think assassin took. She points to where the rug is. Took out. Dragged back. Could you tell that they were dragged, or were they?
It looks like there are
Did
drag
they
marks,
follow?
and it's
Mhm.
drag marks and slide marks. They probably stabbed them where the rugs are, threw rugs over the bloodstains, and then dragged them back.
Mm. Hmm. Whistle would kind of reenact the motions, just kind of like following them from wherever the entry point was, where they started, which I'm assuming was by the door.
Yep.
And then she would move in, following the prints, and then kind of make the kind of gesture of a stab and then a drag back here, or no, it would be a stab, and then go in here. Stab. Drag. And then a drag. See how did question is why
Probably tying up loose ends. Didn't want people talking.
Maybe. Trying to slow us down.
Or perhaps they didn't give them something they wanted. Or maybe.
I don't think there's much else for us here.
Yeah.
Whistle shakes her head. Not much else for us here. Wait for daylight.
Alright, is the party sitting down for a long rest here? Or are you going to return to Ernadel first?
I mean, if you guys rest here, you at least got one guaranteed person on watch at all times with Cool Talk, but I don't know if we want to risk it knowing my track record of rolls.
We'll be fine.
What's the worst that could happen? We just join the bodies in the back room.
In the back.
In that case, I will bring in the NPCs as well, as they were set up as well.
Whistle kind of gestures toward Heather for some help. Need light.
The gangs.
Need glow.
Give glow. Why can't?
I like how we've just agreed that Heather is the group flashlight.
I mean,
Jeez.
I get
to
it
be
for
fair,
free,
they
guys,
do have the
not
light
extra.
source on
Heather's
them.
help. Just kind of making sure that everything's boarded up for the most part.
What is this? Heckin' Project Zomboid?
You mean COD Zombies that came with a ladder?
Corral's gonna keep an eye out my window as much as I can. And then
So, who's going to be on watch?
Ooh,
Yeah.
me. I don't gotta sleep, technically. I just gotta meditate.
Alright, so Kryl, you'll probably be taking a first watch. Gultak will be on watch the entire night. Who's going to be taking a second watch? Because you can only
I
be
can
on
take-
watch for 4 hours.
I can
Indiana?
take a second much.
Anyone else?
I could take the next one.
Whistle will take.
Only one person rolls.
Watch
If
near
someone is assisting them, they
early
get
morning.
advantage. That's how this works.
Mhm. Okay.
I'll assume that someone is helping for both watches, so Cryo
Mhm.
and Indiana and Gultak make me a roll. Indiana and Cryo, you make it at advantage. Gultak, you make it at advantage.
Just like a base roll, or
It's a perception roll.
Perception. Oh, thank God! The one time
Yay!
where it would be the most beneficial.
you
where-
have
God damn it, your
advantage.
dice are
You have advantage, Mango.
Well,
I
let's.
do?
Yeah, because you
it's
got
nice.
assistance.
It's at least we could secure we're not getting stabbed in our sleep.
okay. Do I just
Yeah,
roll it?
just
normal
roll it again.
Second one.
Yeah, just roll again and we'll pick the highest. There you go. Alright, Gultak, you're on pretty good watch the entire night. Same with Indiana for the second half. Cryo, it's a bit middling, but you're also keeping decent watch.
The ominous music has begun.
Oh, stop the ominous music.
Oh,
The ability to perceive.
I got some working eyeballs. I got some functional peepers from time to time.
Cheaper pugger.
Where the fuck is it?
Oh.
No.
What?
All of a sudden, the Halloween theme just starts playing.
We're about to get murdered.
Then the Emperor shows up and is like,
Oh, oh.
Nah, that would
So
not happen.
fuckers.
Thankfully.
except he's not here to kill us. He's just here to fucking vibe and have burgers.
I walk
I
through
love the Emperor
Burger King.
Burger.
Burger.
That's how his redemption arc starts. We just offer him a burger, and then he opens up a Burger King.
My great
Burger
powerful
Emperor.
Emperor, what is your request? Whopper.
Burger.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
Whopper,
Burger.
Whopper, Whopper, Whopper.
Whopper. I had
Double, triple Whopper. I rule this day.
I have infinite choices for ominous music, but no like just idle music. You love to see it.
Always a thing.
What about the stuff you play when you're just in taverns?
That's too lighthearted. I did something in the middle.
Happy. Fucking happy right now.
Just play fucking
Like
Ragnar
sea
the Red or
shanty.
some shit.
Baby.
And as the night wears on, eventually, the sun will rise.
Wow. That's so poetic.
Whistle props herself up, kind of nudging Kias awake, and then getting up and going to check things and stuff, make sure that there's
Nothing appears to be
Nothing
disturbed
to
as you
it.
check through.
yippee.
We weren't knife murdered in our sleep.
She's gonna
Yo, imagine that. We were just doing our jobs.
make sure that everyone's awake as well. Just slight little nudge. Wake up!
Oh, you go.
Grab a bite, put a little makeup.
Don't leave me
Morning.
like a yo.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Just running around. The fucking good morning.
Good morning.
And in case I
Just
don't
trying to make sure everyone's awake.
good
I love
afternoon,
our
good evening.
forensic analysis, Kenku.
Morning.
Okay.
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Whistle goes back out to the back exit to
Bex.
begin looking.
Has anyone had a look over the notebook since it was found?
I think anyone has.
Review the note.
What language is it in?
Common.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we can all read common.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it's a common language. We
No.
do,
I
do,
have
do, do.
never guessed.
Do, 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 do.
Beep, beep. Um. Who has the book? I can't. I
Whoever
forgot.
wants to read it.
I will read it.
Alright. Having a peek through the book, it appears to be a general, a basic ledger of keeping track of where this group has been, what they've been doing, etc. How kind of them to keep track of their own criminal activities.
Mm.
Rule number
Lucky.
1: don't write down
Any-
incriminating evidence.
Write down all the unincriminating evidence.
Any names that seem like repeats, for the most
As
part.
you're reading through it, as you get to the more recent entries, you would find a mention in their most recent series. There's a few dozen, like about 5 or so entries back to back of basically the same thing, which is starting with the first one, which actually gives more detail. So basically C prior. They apparently got contacted by someone going by the name The Dealer, who contacted them through a proxy, informing them that they, if they were looking for work, they should consider moving to this location, the storehouse you're currently in, and await further instruction. From there, they got given the mission to capture a certain individual. They were given a description and a location, and told to bring them to the capital. There is a place to drop them off there, and it lists off an address. And going off of your vague understanding of Valaria, it is somewhere within its equivalent of storehouses and warehouses kind of section, the industrial ward.
Makes sense.
It says to leave them in one of the provided cages, and to depart. The person will be picked up by another agent of the dealer. It says not to linger, otherwise they will be dealt with. It then instructed them to return here for further instruction. They did this a total of 5 times, it would seem. Although on the most recent one, it notes that they ran into some difficulties back in Valaria. Apparently when they were dropping someone off in the cages, they had encountered someone who came in just when they were about to leave.
Mhm.
They thought nothing of it at the time, but the person seemed rather annoyed.
Hmm.
It was not someone they recognized, although a brief description is given. So stream isn't spoiled when I take a look at their token. It said written down, it says the individual wore a robe, had a fairly androgynous appearance, and had green eyes and dark hair.
That sounds familiar. I think
Draw.
kind of like the Emperor's mage friend. That was shooting suppressing lightning at us.
Suppressing-
Oh,
Did I miss this?
Yeah, that was the time skip part.
Oh,
Speaking of that, we
I would know.
don't.
I would know not of this person.
Speaking of that, we don't have all of the tokens on those who stand against us.
Oh, yeah, I never added them to that list. Hold on.
Yeah.
This one.
Sorry about that.
Alright, where are they? We met this one. We met this one.
Why?
why did we?
Because they were trying to kill us, that's where we met them.
Yeah, those are the ones you met.
Okay. Who's looking over the journal?
Full tech.
Me.
Mm,
You can have Whistle also like look over it as well. But that's just in the
Whistle's
most
kinda
recent
keeps
one,
me-
and then it just concludes with that they were making their way to a storehouse, and then it ends.
No. So my guess is that they got caught, and then someone sent a hitman. That's my running theory.
Go back to description.
Flip back to the description.
She looks over it. It said brown hair,
A hood, green eyes, and dark hair.
dark hair,
Androgynous appearance.
Whistle kind of hesitates. Not good.
How so?
Sound familiar. Pops over to where Heather is. Or not where Heather. Indiana. Where Indiana
Yes.
is. Leans over. Think Emperor friend. Involved.
Well, that complicates things a little bit.
Take look. Points over to Gultak holding the journal.
I will get up and take a quick walk over.
Repeat description.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like him.
Like who?
One of the Emperor's party,
Henchman?
the group that attacked us in, well, when we found out that amulet was a fun little reset button. Well, if they are involved, this is not good. How much you want to bet they're experimenting on
Mm,
people?
I don't want to think about it, but it seems very likely.
Well, they're either building some kind of shadow army or they're experimenting on people. Either which ain't good.
tug tug at the princess.
Yeah. Then she like starts.
Take a look.
Leads the princess over to the book.
You know, Whistle, you can just ask for the book.
Mm,
You don't need to drag everyone over here.
I'm just gonna take the book and just hand it over to the princess.
He quickly skims over it. That's certainly a familiar description, but
No confirmation, but still good to be wary.
still no idea who this dealer is.
You know, but part of me believes he's part of the Emperor's little goon squadron.
Perhaps.
That's probably our worst case. Hopefully this is just a case of coincidence, but given the fact that we're dealing with some kind of whatever the hell is touched by fate shit is, seems like it's kind of thrown coincidences out the window.
So what's the move now?
Well, we can't
Okay.
exactly go to the capital.
Carry on.
mm. Continue on. Look at tracks.
Yeah. Keep investigating.
Oops.
Yeah, so, what is the party doing?
Around.
I guess the
Do I?
the track. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. You go. I
No,
was
you
just
say what
doing
you
it.
gotta say. Oh, you're doing it. Okay, you're doing a bit.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go see if we can find any traceable evidence of our local stabist.
Alright. Whoever is taking the lead, roll survival at advantage as you have the party's assistance. So this will be over the first few hours of the day as you do a sweep of the surrounding forest. So, survival at advantage.
That's survival. Who has
Survival.
proficiency?
I do not.
+3 on Indiana is what I'm seeing right now. Let me check Whistle. Whistle at +6 is the highest.
See, our
I
forensic
guess.
analysis, Kenku.
Sorry. Okay. With advantage?
Yep.
Yippee!
24. As you do a sweep of the surrounding area, it takes about 3 hours into the morning. About mid to late morning by the time you finally stumble across a set of somewhat recent tracks just off the northern end of the map, at like here somewhere.
Hmm.
You would find these tracks start abruptly and then quickly trace their way out northward. They are barely visible, as if there was whoever was making them knows how to travel light. But with a 24, you are able to lock onto them.
The whistle knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. Whistle follows this trail with the party in tow, I'm assuming, yes?
Yep.
Yippee!
Alright. Is it just me or is the party mark? No, wait, there's a party mark. I forgot I changed it.
Yeah.
How far are you going to follow this trail?
Yes. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. You'll be moving at regular speed, so 1 hex a day. They appear to be moving quickly, so they're probably moving at 2 hexes a day at risk of exhaustion. So you won't be catching them on the trail, it would appear. They're moving quickly.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can at least follow where they went.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to take some time. As you quickly determine off your first day's travel, they are heading deeper into the Yesterkeep woods.
Mhm.
And it takes a full 4 days before you finally reach wherever they were heading, deep in the Yesterkeep woods. They travel almost exclusively off pathways, moving across animal trails and old hunting paths. They clearly know their way around the Yesterkeep woods, as they very rarely make use of main roads, if at all. However, following up your survival check, you are able to follow them over the course of these 4 days, eventually coming across a small, not small, a large settlement, not a city for sure, but definitely a larger town, probably like a hub town of sorts. Deep in the Yesterkeep woods.
Mhm.
You kind of like see it from afar through the various tree lines. You currently stood up top of like a small ridge line, and you can see like this town ahead of you.
Right.
Taking a general look over this town, what does it look like? Ramshackled or more
It's
refined?
a somewhat refined town, similar in style to Ernadel.
Okay.
But definitely no like larger structures of sorts. It's a medieval village, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Went there. Can't be sure where next. Too many tracks in town.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Unrelatedly, but does this just sound like alternate universe Minecraft music to you?
Kinda.
It's Divinity Original Sin 2.
Wow, alternate universe Minecraft. What?
I totally didn't forget to come up with a name for the town, and I'm just quickly generating one.
For a generator.
There we go.
Thank God.
Sorry, I was just helping someone with something. What did I miss?
You arrived in a. You have arrived in a. At the edge of a town. After following the trail.
Looks like a regular old town, or is
Like a
there
medieval town of a decent size. A hub town of sorts, obviously. Not like a small like farming village or anything. This appears to be a larger node of sorts. Likely this is run... knowing how Valar is run, this is probably a the head of the local area, which will be run by a baron. Surrounding this town will be smaller, like maybe like 5 or 6 building settlements. The larger settlement maybe here or there, or like the farms and such that are in the surrounding area. This is the town that manages all of that, run by a baron, who answers then in turn to the lord or lady of the larger region. Going off a nearby sign, this town appears to be named Ebon Valley. I'll just copy past that into the main chat. There we go.
Ebon Valley, okay.
As the name suggests, it is actually set into a low valley. Not like sheer
cool.
cliffs and stuff, but a shallow valley, of which you're currently stood on top of one of the ridge lines surrounding it.
I like that.
What is the party's plan?
Well, is there a reason for us to have any hesitance to go in there?
I mean...
Judging from the tracks, the assassin obviously made it here about 2 days before you did.
Well, guess let's poke around and see what we can find.
Poke around?
So, since
I'm back.
I'm fairly sure that I was the only one that the assassin saw because I breached the door, I'm going to cover my face slightly.
And wear a
Just in
hood.
case that...
You are disguised. As is the running joke. All you need is a hood. Or nobody knows you're at day.
Nah, I'm just pulling the good old indie trope of just changing clothes to blend into the situation.
But you're in.
Okay,
Oh,
TK.
anyway. Yeah.
TK, I'm going to make a run of the town as per usual.
Did roll slide check.
Time to roll
Hey,
sleight of
that-
hand.
Listen,
I got my dub last session. I'm not risking fate again.
God damn it.
Add 6 silver to your inventory.
Yippee!
This is a small town. You'll be earning silver, not gold.
Is there a tall building?
As you would scout around town, we're still doing their own scouting, quote unquote. The rest of the party doing a scout around town as you enter in. The town itself is mostly residential with a few commercial buildings here or there, a small marketplace near the center. And near the center of town there is a larger building, obviously currently like not exactly walled off, you can just freely walk in there, but it's obviously guarded. You see a few guards stationed here or there. This is probably where the Baron lives and works out of. It's a larger, like, 2-story structure. With like a few like catwalks and stuff from the outer edge to access the like various doors on the outside. Basically like an two-floor like L-shaped building, with most of the hallways and stuff being external to the building, on like catwalks. Around that you have the marketplace, and then around that you have like basic commercial and residential buildings. There is a small tavern in town.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice? Do I know anyone from, you know, the criminal underworld, or do I spot anyone that I know around? Better wording.
Do you want to try and lay down? If you are trying to make connections, that'll be activating your feature, and will take the rest of the day to like activate. So that will be what you're spending your first day on. Is that what you want to do?
Sure.
Alright, so you're going to be spending a day connecting to the underground. What's the rest of the body doing?
Welcome to the underworld.
Is there a fort?
A forge? Probably a small one for like making horseshoes and like, you know, very small metal stuff like nails and stuff.
Pitiful.
It's a basic forge.
Anger.
Run by like an older looking dwarf.
Dwarf? Never mind, not Hi. I chat with the dwarf. And just ask what the situation's been like in the town and if they need any help doing repairs or something of the like.
Okay. If you want to work in the forge for today, you can do so. You'll earn like a D4 gold.
4 gold?
1 D4. So 3 gold as you like spend the day working in the forge.
Is there a tavern?
There is a tavern, yes. And it actually has the little symbol for the Adventurers Guild on it. This is obviously a sponsored
Wonderful.
tavern.
I'm gonna go in and chat people up, just kind of see the local rumors and stuff.
Alright.
Chat people up.
Making your way into the tavern. The interior, it's a small tavern, basic 2-floor structure, rooms on the upper floor, basic bar space on the lower floor. Making your way inside, there is a bulletin board on like the far wall with the Adventurers Guild symbol on top. A small little outlet to the side, probably not manned, but obviously if there was an administrator in town, this is where they set up, so you could handle administrative business, like joining the guild and stuff. Doesn't appear they're on duty right now. You would see a handful of people around, some of them with like the bronze tags visible, marking them as bronze rank adventurers. However, you would notice 2 individuals do stand out to you. Firstly, you would notice this individual who has a pair of silver tags on their shoulder. And sat next to them, you would see this individual.
Oh, I see.
But they are not wearing any tags, it would seem.
Hmm.
Well, then
Appear to be
I'm
discussing
going to. Yeah, I'm gonna go and just order a drink, something light, just something cheap. How much would that cost me?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Alright.
We're talking coppers here, so, not worth it.
Okay. Then I'll just.
Just listening around the room. Are you
I'm
actively
gonna-
displaying your tags, or are you hiding them away for now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just finding them.
You would get approached a few times by someone like the bronze ranks, generally like up in passing greeting, noticing your rank. Okay. Silver ranks are somewhat uncommon. Bronze rank is the most common. Silver ranks are fairly uncommon, especially in these parts. Gold ranks are basically one of a kind. If you see one, you're probably never going to see another one for a long time. Unless you're in like the capital cities and stuff, where they're more present.
Well then, I'm gonna walk up to the other silver rank, I guess, and this is just.
As you walk up, they'd quickly glance up and in your rank, like they'd raise an eyebrow. Hello there.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Ah,
I just
you
haven't
said
seen
it, TK.
Hello?
I haven't seen another silver rank around here, so I was just curious.
Ah, you must be
Oh,
new
I
in
am new
town.
to town, so.
So
Yes.
we're just passing through.
Ah,
I'm currently escorting this
Smashed.
one. I'm currently escorting this one around Estekeep for the time being.
ah,
I'm Nisha. Nice to meet you.
Cryo, nice to meet you as well.
The other individual gives a nod. I'm Vin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
They turn back to their little meal.
I just wanted to say hi.
Risen him up.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go back to listening around the tavern for a bit, find a place to sit, and just listen.
Alright. Roll and let's just say an investigation check.
Fuck.
No.
Hard to really pick up on things. There's a lot of low voices, and most of what you're listening to is just general idle chatter that people talk about. You remember that boar we hunted last week? They're nothing really that useful. And that's
Well,
what you spend
I'll stay
your
there for a
afternoon
bit, and
doing.
then yeah, and leave.
That's the rest of the party who haven't acted yet. We know what Whistle's doing, we know what Aqua's doing, we know what Cryo's doing, and we know what Gultak's doing. What is Indiana doing?
Currently resisting the urge to shout General Kenobi. Because he said hello there earlier.
Part of my general vocabulary, shoot me.
I
In
guess
the
I'm just
fa-
gonna keep a general look around the town, just to see if I can, spot anything that looks potentially suspicious or that might gain us information on the funny assassin.
You're just doing a general look around town? Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Let me just get these tokens out of the way of my character sheet. Investigation.
Roll 14, you get a general gist of the town itself. And as you do a general look around, looking at the general lifestyle people have and generally what people are talking about and complaining about, etc., This town seems relatively well off, all things considered. Doesn't appear to be facing any major crises right now.
For now.
It doesn't,
Yeah, it is a
and there doesn't
tiny
seem to be any like
outbreak,
there doesn't seem to be any like widespread discontent or any of the sort. That's what you get on a 14.
Alright. I guess after that I'll just head to the tavern and meet up with Kyle.
Okay. And eventually, as the day comes to a close, Kultak, for you, as you're attempting to make contact, you would come to find that the underground here is rather small,
Not surprised.
but uncannily so. It's almost as you like do a general asking around, and eventually you pick up some of the pieces. You'd find that all the people who used to do business here actually moved on in the last few months. Last couple months they got hired out by some other groups, and the actual, underground population here is only like a handful of like low-level criminals. They're doing like
I mean,
a small band of petty thieves, or maybe like an information broker, but none of which is like of any decent standing for them to be useful to you. Anyone who was operating here, all that you managed to figure out from speaking to them is the people who used to do business here that were any good got hired out within the last 2 months.
so what I'm hearing is this could be an enterprising venture.
Oh my god,
boy.
you're gonna play
Oh boy.
SimCity.
No, I'm thinking more like, s-
Time to set up
criminal.
shop.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Yeah, the SimCity crime expansion.
Yeah.
They all got hired out by somebody about 2 months ago, and they've been working elsewhere.
Sounds like I can hire some local ruffians, though, if need be.
Elsewhere? I didn't think we were in the Elder Scrolls.
Shut up. So elsewhere, meaning like
Somewhere.
They don't know,
Where?
but not
Not
here.
here.
don't know.
here.
Okay.
They're not in
Not
town
your
anymore.
trademark.
Lovely.
That'd be something to talk to my buddy pal about.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their name? None your business. No. Okay, so I guess that's a bust.
At this point, the party reconvenes, having a hideout room in the tavern for the night. You have a place to yourself for the time being, as the party reconvenes.
Whistle kind of just
Vivian
re-enter.
Vivian opts to take their own private room, by the way.
Understood. Whistle kind of re-enters and just flicking a coin up and down. Very, very, confident in what she has done.
I made a little over half a goal.
Yippee!
Yay!
I
Yeah,
robbed
Capitalism.
people.
Run that Sigma male grind set. Or Sigma bird grind set.
Yeah, Sigma bird grind set. But yeah, Whistle kind of just plops herself down. While she was out, she didn't notice anything else out of the ordinary.
particularly.
Like, okay,
It seems to be a fairly quiet town.
okay. Okay, so she plops herself down and is like, "Oh, nothing."
I came up short for info. seems whatever is left of any organized crime activity has been paid to move elsewhere. Unless we really want to trust a sketchy info broker.
Broker, I
Paid off by who? That's the real question.
No idea, but I'll ask for it next time I see them.
Sound like dealer might be involved.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Maybe trying to make their dealings discreet as possible.
As a note, Tiger has split off at this point from the party and is currently bringing part of their own crew into the local area for the investigation. So they'll be indisposed the next day or two while that's happening. But you can make contact with them if need be.
Understood.
Oh, TK.
Yep.
Did we ever get like an official writ that we are like assisting in the investigation on behalf of the
Yes, I believe you were given one.
Bet. Okay.
So
I
you do
guess
have a
in the
degree of
word-
authority. However, it does come to stipulation of you will be responsible for your actions, otherwise you will be tried appropriately.
Well, yeah. A reason I ask is because we can just in the morning go to the Baron and ask for some information if they have any.
diplomatic immunity.
It has been revoked.
That's not good.
Bang.
Did I... I should have asked around while I was asking the hoodlums around about information. I should have asked about the Baron in question.
I'd say you can have. The Baron is a fairly, it's a fairly distant figure, actually. I don't know what you understand, but there aren't, like, from the general, like, vibe you get, the populace don't have a problem with them, they don't do anything bad, but there's also a case of, they also kind of don't they don't operate in the public image that much. They come out to do like their occasional like speeches, run festivals and stuff, but in the public eye, they very rarely leave the Baron House. They kind of just operate the city as far as people know. No general complaints or like affirmations about them.
I see. Yep. My whole PC just did a shid.
As it does.
That's the only way I can describe that. My PC just took a shid. Literally, I don't know why it just decided to caca its pants and die.
Guys.
And now it won't load the world map. It refuses.
Do a refresh.
Yeah, restart Chrome, refresh the tab, that kind of stuff.
As a general side note, for the next few days, unless you specifically say an NPC is with you, an NPC is not with you. They will be remaining in the tavern.
Nice.
The exception is the princess, because yes.
Yeah. I was about to say
That's
the
bad.
exception of the princess is like, fuck no, we ain't letting her out of our fucking sight for 2 fucking seconds or whatever happened last time.
Hold on. I need to
But for
remember
Kias and
who.
Annika
Mhm.
and Vivian, they will not be accompanying you unless you bring them along. They'll be holding down the fort. And Vivian will need convincing because, this isn't what they signed. This is basically not what they signed up for.
Mhm.
They're waiting for you to finish your business to get on with the actual business.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're waiting for us to get on with it.
Wasn't I'm assuming we dismissed Hello. We dismissed Geralt, right?
Yes, they returned to the other group after you moved out of town.
Okay.
Okay. What'd I miss?
Literally nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad that my PC just shit itself into.
We basically just
crap.
established, hey, NPCs aren't with you unless you bring them along, with the exception of the princess.
Okay.
And so Geralt has returned to the other group because they draw too much notice as a knight.
Mhm. Okay, so yeah,
Body
we'll
has
just
the knights
leave
plan.
Kieth and Annika to hold down fort.
Why does this kind of sound like Sweet Dreams?
What?
Made of the
Who am I to disagree?
made of the
Damn.
dreams are made of the. Who
Damn it.
am I to disagree?
I hate it here.
Why? What's wrong?
Isn't this Definity music?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun,
Embryo.
dun, is love.
Okay. Well, I guess for tonight, Whistle will just eep. Nothing too much to do. We don't have any proper leads. So, till next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will remain awake, as always. Scarecrow in the night.
the four-armed scarecrow in the night.
I'm just standing in the middle of the room, my arms out.
Okay.
In a T-pose.
The night
Yeah.
goes by uneventfully. Eventually, morning comes.
I am an effective scarecrow.
We're actually going to take this moment to add a funny group for the town
God.
at the other locations. Yeah, carry on.
Whistle props up and grabs her things and
you know what she's going to do. She's gonna go down to the tavern, get some good soup.
Soup. Can I get some soup?
No, wait. I don't think the soup is going to be as high quality due to.
Alright, I brought the spices.
The port. You can't
we have the
you
11
can't
herbs
just
and
pour
spices.
spices into any soup to make it taste the same. That's not how soup
What do you mean?
works.
Yes, it is.
It's okay.
Watch
It's just a tin of Tony Sashries. It makes everything taste better.
I'm just gonna eat something else.
Like, come on, gotta have good soup.
I don't want your
I'm gonna
chimera
order
soup.
You don't want some Tony Sashries enhanced soup?
No, because I don't know what the soup
PK,
is.
how much is soup?
Negligible.
Okay.
Again, I don't bother with food costs because I can't be bothered.
Okay. We grab.
It is nothing but a money drain, and I
soup.
can't be bothered.
Understandable. We grab soup. Is the soup good, or is it mediocre?
I'll flip a coin.
Yippee!
Good soup.
Yay! Good soup! Good soup! Fuck yeah!
Just like the esports pop off.
Yeah. Whistle sits at in the tavern with her soup, just sipping, keeping her ear out for anything in case, but just kind of sitting, enjoying her soup.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything that I really need to prepare before we head out. So I'm going to enjoy the soup that is not subpar, but I'm not putting your spices in it.
You don't have to.
We don't need the spices. It's good soup.
Yeah, it's
That's good soup.
It's
You will
Tony
not
Sashries.
taint my soup this day! Just yelling across the bar.
It's okay. It doesn't need the Tony Sashries.
What?
Why did you just do the Wally sound?
What?
So okay, Whistle, after finishing her soup and probably not hearing anything too important within the tavern, puts the bowl back and goes out to let me get my character sheet up. You know what I'm gonna say, TK. It's a new day. It's a brand new day.
I'm waiting so much
I love
for
the
one
pained
day you're an
sigh.
actual one.
And then I'll use my luck. Fuck
I
you.
don't think you can lock in that 1 or 20. If I'm correct.
Fuck.
Could be wrong.
Okay, I'm giving you a roll.
Dead average. Cool.
Dead average with my modifiers that make it a 20.
6 silver.
Yippee!
Oh.
Yippee!
There's a plague
I'd like
going
to-
around, Vela. We're making every single town fucking bankrupt, apparently.
I like to think that Whistle doesn't actually care about the amount that she gets. She just likes the fact that she can just take shiny coins.
I can't wait
This-
for you to do it in some, like,
This is
two-house farming, like backwater, and you get a whole 1 copper.
It's okay. She'll be content because she will have a shiny.
Because you had to steal from a child, and they had 1 copper allowance. I can't wait.
Whistle just bullied a kid out of their
Anyway.
lunch money.
This tiny ass fucking bird. This tiny ass fucking bird squares up on a fucking kid that's like probably taller than her.
It's like, give me your lunch money.
No, you.
Give lunch money.
No.
This is a robbery.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do if
This
you
is
ever roll on
pickup.
that one, by the way. You're gonna lose money.
Huh? That would be really funny. I roll on that one and get beat up by the child.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just stick up.
It is a robbery.
God, imagine once
Stick up.
Heather invents
Okay.
guns, and then
Oh,
then
no.
Whistle can actually just hold people up.
What the fuck is that? What are you holding? What is that?
Dies.
It's gun.
Hold me
Smith and
up
Wesson.
before you go there.
What is that? Bird, what are you holding? Colt 45.
Block.
Give my milk.
Whistle with
Grenade launcher.
Oh god, whistle with a missile. There we go. There's alliteration. Anyway.
That is perfect. We need to give Whistle something that fires missiles.
Just give them like a staff that fires magic missile.
Yes.
You're. Do not give the bird more. The bird has give fucking glow.
Yeah, we give Whistle the fucking magic missile launcher, and then they give blow to the enemy, and then just hasta la vista, baby.
Give both.
Hasta la vista, baby.
No, what you do is you give you give Whistle something equivalent to like what the Emperor did to Abport, and then just give glow to the entire party, and then just center mass hit herself with it.
Listen, you get a warlock. You stick him in a cannon. You get them to just shoot magic missile out of said cannon turret. They'll never stop.
Are you suggesting I just sit on her shoulders and fire Eldritch Blast? at them?
Yes. Yes. It's called it's called teamwork, and you'll accept it.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, after
the
Whistle
dude.
is
Teamwork makes
finished
the overthrowing
robbing
of
this
the
poor
empire.
fucking town of its money, she's going to it's called a baron, right?
Yep.
Yep. She's gonna scope out the baron's place from a distance, just
Roll
You
an
know,
investigation check.
general.
Oh, good.
Yippee.
Rob it.
Do not rob
Not
the
gonna
Baron,
rob
we
it
haven't
yet.
talked to them yet.
Give
God,
debt.
just imagine we get Whistle the ability to fly, and she just turns into a flying weapons platform.
Just
Luck,
give them a
fuck
second
you.
pair of wings, and they become the first.
Fuck you, luck. I'm rolling again, baby.
Yeah, no, we give them the magic missile staff while they have the ability to fly.
Kill
Oh,
me.
no.
Okay. Well, well, there's my
walk
next one
shiny.
for the session.
Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, shiny.
It's unfortunate.
Shiny.
It's unfortunate that the Baron House is surrounded by the market. Let's just say that. Anyway, I think for the rest of the party. What are the rest of the party doing?
Ah.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
As you're kind of like
Or
out in town at this point, trying to figure out what the fuck to do next, and you've lost your bird.
That
I
we
know
have.
I
exactly
want
what
my
the bird is.
board.
Making us more money.
do you have my board? I want my board.
I found my board.
Give me my
Okay.
board. This is not my board.
I want to be thrown down the flight stairs.
Please don't let Mira hear me do this absolutely terrible fake Russian accent.
If you
Put
can
the
make
board.
God bleed.
I want my Kenku.
Where are the girls?
I want my glow.
You just sound like Walmart
Give me
Great
glow.
Value Guru.
I
Anyway.
hate this.
What's the party doing?
Yeah, I'm assuming we're
Anyways.
going to the Baron now.
Alright,
We switch around.
are you just gonna use your missive to go straight to the Baron house?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Who is joining? I'm just gonna say Whistle can rejoin the party once you approach. Who is going to be joining Indiana?
No,
I'll
Whistle got distracted and is in the market now.
Well, the market is
no.
around the Baron house. That's what I'm saying. As the party makes their way
Okay.
there, they can pick you back up.
If they choose to pick her up, but she is distracted by the market.
I'm gonna let her have fun.
Let's hope they don't have to
She
fucking
is
teleport.
looking at the markets and the stores and stuff.
Whistle
While
is
the rest of
indisposed.
you do things.
Who else is joining Indiana?
I can join. Kyle can.
I will be going with Whistle to make sure they don't get into too much trouble.
Okay. What is Heather doing?
Biased bullshit.
Listen, I know my job as the scapegoat.
Aqua, what are you doing? Are you going to the Baron house, or are you going with the look after Whistle group?
You know what? I think I should look after Whistle. I've got enough money. I'm gonna look
Indiana
after
and
Whistle.
Gultak solar mission. Let's go.
You mean Indiana and Ryle?
Cry.
Right. Sorry, but brain hits
Another
a bit.
bug.
I had a glitch. Oh god.
Yeah.
As the two of you make your way to the Baron house, the rest of the party's splitting off to watch after Whistle. Are you sending Allison with that group to keep them away, or are you bringing Allison with you?
What does
Because that will
Allison want to do?
That is, they will say, I would prefer not, because my presence will probably only cause problems, but it is up to you.
Well, she's not being specific. Whether or not her presence would cause problems in the Baron house or in the market.
In the Baron house. Because the
Okay,
Baron would
let's
almost
stay in the
certainly know who
market.
she is.
Alright, then don't
The
play the
princess-
pronoun game with me. Princess flicks her in the forehead. Go watch the burn.
Okay. So, for the two of you, as you make your way up to the Baron house, you walk up to like the front courtyard, more or less. There's like a small fountain set in place in the middle of like this L-shaped building, and in like the little like inner corner there is like a fountain, and then like stairs leading up to the upper levels on the catwalk and such. And as you approach, like one of the guards steps up, halting your progress. I'm assuming you share the missive.
Yep.
As I take a look over it, they hand it back to you, and then quickly talking in front of the guards, you see them send one of the other guards upstairs. And then a couple minutes later, someone dressed in somewhat formal clothing makes their way down. Obviously a attendant of some kind, as they make their way up to you. Apologies for the wait. It's an older gentleman dressed in like I said, like basic formal attire. They do not wear the crest of a baron. They appear to be just an attendant of some kind. The Baron is currently indisposed. If you wish to make a meeting, I'll have to ask that you wait a short time, but they can see you shortly if you require a meeting.
Alright. Fine by me.
Give like a small bow. Very well. If you would follow me. And they lead you towards the set of stairs leading up to the upper level catwalk. From there they lead you past a few doors, and then leading you into like basically the fifth door along. And you're led into what appears to be a small like meeting room of sorts, although it is currently empty. If you would wait in here for the Baron.
Of course.
If you require anything, please do let me know. I'll be waiting just outside. At this point they step out, closing the door.
I swear to fuck, if gas starts filling the room.
Looks like nego.
Damn.
You cut out.
The gas got him.
Heck. Okay.
But yes, I know what you mean. It looks like the negotiations were very short.
Are you doing anything in particular while the two of you wait? Looking at the room, it is sparsely decorated. There is a basic meeting table with a few. It's less like a meeting room and more like a more relaxed meeting space. So there's more like coffee tables surrounded by a few like
Right.
cushioned chairs. Well, a small fireplace built into the corner.
I like this. This is cozy.
The windows are not glass; they are shutters. And there aren't many decorations and such, like paintings or such, but there is like a couple like vases or vases, with some flowers in them in the corner.
Not gonna do anything. Just wait.
Yeah. Same for
Right.
Indiana.
Yeah, just waiting.
Two of you making yourselves comfortable. About an hour goes past before eventually there would be a slight knock at the door. And making their way inside. At first would be the attendant. As they walk in, you would see in their hand they're carrying basically a small tea tray with some small cups on them. And stepping in behind them, you would see in a well-dressed attire, dark red hair, hazel eyes, a few bits of jewelry here or there, steps in behind them, marked with the crest of the Baron on their shoulder.
He's hot.
As the attendant sets the tea tray down on the small coffee table, gives a bow, then steps to the corner of the room as the Baron seats themselves on one of the additional chairs. You must be the people the lady has dispatched to handle the kidnapping matter, I presume, from the missive.
Well, you'd be correct in that assumption.
If I may ask, what business do you have here in my town?
We tracked a suspected assassin from an old storefront in the woods that was being used by this ring.
Eyes narrow for a second. Intriguing. Think for a second. Do you happen to have a description of this individual?
Not that good a one, but I will then relay what I know.
Yeah, you know they had a scar over the eye. They appeared somewhat older, with darker hair. Feeling back. Can't say it rings a bell. Eyes narrow again. What are they thinking? I can put out a general notice for people to keep an eye out, but other than that, I shrug.
Understood.
Can I insight check this fucker?
Roll insight.
Please.
With a 15. As you like keeping an eye on them, do you feel like they're not telling you everything? A vague notion, but you sense something You sense something about them. They're either not telling you everything, or they're withholding something, or they are generally not. Yeah. Although you do not sense any hostility per se off of them right now.
I'm gonna keep silent about it because I can't really use any of it right now.
Are you sure there haven't been any reports of suspicious individuals?
My town has actually been relatively well off the past few months. If anything, I'm rather surprised you came here, if anything. You think for a second?
Oh, this is where they went.
Indeed. Perhaps a stopping off point of sorts, I would suspect.
My thoughts as well. Did Goldtalk make known the information they gathered on the
Thanks.
I did.
Otherwise stated. Yeah.
I have it on authority from an informant that a few months back that many of the criminal elements in this area are effectively bought out. It might very well be why you've had the respite you have.
See their eyes narrow for a second as they look at you, pausing for a second. I like to know your informants. They seem to be rather well informed.
Well, it's the purpose of an informant, after all, isn't it?
And before you, maybe.
I might make.
Cryle, going off of that prior insight roll, you would detect a moment of pause in them. As if they weren't expecting that out of that kind of, like, knowledge. But only momentary before the expression quickly passes.
I might make an introduction at some point. However, if this person is not here and we cannot find much information on them, we'll likely be moving on to continue our investigation elsewhere.
At this point, they're taking like a sip of their tea and like they give a nod. Oh, how rude of me! I didn't introduce myself. I am Baron Colin. If I could get your names as well.
Dr. Henrietta Jones Jr., though most people just call me Indiana.
Moving on, turning to you, Cryle.
Name's Cryle.
Pleasure to make acquaintances of both of you.
Pleasure.
Unfortunately, there's not much I can do to help you, but if you happen to find anything, please do let me know. They give like a slight smile. Now, will that be everything you needed? Or is there anything further you wanted to discuss?
Anything, Cryle?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Very well. May you stand back up. Now, I'm going to return to the business I have to attend to.
Yes, thank you.
These new tax reforms are problematic, but I am handling.
So we've heard.
No. Good day to both of you. There's a slight courtesy, and make their way out of the room, the attendant following them. As the attendant reaches the doorway turn. If you would follow me, I shall lead you off the premises.
Alright.
And at this point you are led back down the catwalk, down the stairs, and back out into the market. The attendant giving you a bow, and then making their way back into the estate. You can see the rest of the party generally dillying around the market, not too far away.
Speaking of dillying around the market, is there anything? What shops are at the market?
A few food stalls, some general knickknacks. There's the front facing of the forge, which you can maybe like buy horseshoes or like general tools and the such. Or put in orders for such. There's a carpenter. It's a small town.
Tools. what tools are on sale?
You can buy any of the basic tool sets.
Okay. I need to look at the tool sets.
You would
Fuck.
need proficiency to use them properly.
Okay.
However, you could come here if you have a break your thieves tools. for instance.
Okay. Could I buy a shovel?
Alright,
I would
second
like
best
to be very
even
concerned.
Item.
Huh?
A shovel is an item, and it costs you 2 gold.
So
Okay.
what do you need?
Isn't 10 silver 10 silvers
10 silver
10 silver to a gold, so I can turn the silver that I stole into, so I'll just take
You money
I'll turn
launder.
it 2 and then knock it down to 30 gold from 31. We ball.
I will add a shovel to your inventory.
Thank you.
Whistle over here.
Finally, I have fixed the problem of me not being able to grave rob at session 0.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that a callback, motherfuckers? Isn't that a
Oh.
callback? Now I can grave rob next time. Fuck
Nothing-
you.
Nothing bad will ever come out of this.
Listen, just use it to hit people in the knees. How about that?
Yeah, the
Oh,
you know,
shovel
that-
in your
we
inventory.
enchanted.
Yippee.
What's an
In addition
enchanted
to a
shovel?
bell, 2 crowbars, a hammer, now a shovel.
Wait. Yeah. What do I have again? Okay, I
1,000
have-
ball bearings, 5 candles, 10 pipes, a hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, fucking 50 feet of rope, a backpack of perhaps 10 feet of string, a tinderbox, and fucking, yeah. That's what you got. And thistles.
What?
If I remember correctly, did I use any of the... Oh wait, can I buy another oil flask?
They are 1 silver per flask.
I'm gonna buy 2,
Alright,
so
add another.
no more silver.
Add
No
2,
more
mark
silver
off your
for me.
silver.
Yippee! More arson. Yippee!
Scared of our bird.
Gift burn.
Oh my god. You have flesh wound.
So that's what Whistle was doing for while they were doing
Give
their
me-
diplomacy shit.
As
Whistle
the,
was
as
just
the 2 of you walk up, you
restocking
find
her supply.
Whistle buying oil and stepping away from the stall as you both walk up.
I'm gonna basically turn to, if it was Indiana that was in there with me.
Yep.
Just turn to be like, they were not telling us everything. That,
Yeah.
at least from what I could tell, they left a few things out. I'm not sure what though.
Well, until we find out exactly what, might as well poke around town a bit. Find anything interesting, Whistle?
They bought a shovel for grave robbing.
I would also like to just stare at Whistle.
Give more glow. Holds out oil flask and then puts it back into her like fucking jacket.
Am I the only
full of
one?
Fucking
Am I the only one
gear.
uncomfortable with them having flammable material?
I think I've just
Well,
learned
last
to
time they had
accept it.
flammable material, it saved our asses, so.
That's the only reason I'm comfortable. That's a lie. You know what? That's a filthy lie. I'm fine with them having. It's funny.
Aqua, you keep cutting out.
No.
It's intelligible, but it's still cutting out.
give mesothelioma.
Mesoth was the only part that came through, but yes, give mesothelioma.
Thank God.
So, it is now about early afternoon. What is the party doing?
Kind
Hmm.
of poke around town some more. You know, ask some people if they've seen anybody.
Poke
fit in the
around.
description.
Poke around and look outside of the town, like the perimeter, to see if there's any like trails that led out that weren't following trails, like normal roads.
Roll me a survival at advantage.
Yippee! With advantage.
Yep.
Yippee!
With a 19, you would
19.
find no such trail as you spend the afternoon searching.
All right.
I'm assuming it's an investigation check for me.
As you're doing a look around town, what specifically are you looking for?
I'm just sort of asking around, seeing if people have seen anybody by the description of the
Roll
assassin.
investigation. With a
Hey.
21. It takes a while, and it's late in the afternoon. Where like you're currently like asking around one of the small bars in town, and you find someone that's like you're asking around. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Like, obviously drunk out of his mind as you're talking to them. A couple days back, so something like that. Came in dead of night, scared the hell out of me and my mates as we were heading back home. Quiet one, that one. We didn't see him until they'd already walked past us. Thought I saw him heading to the center of town, but I can't be sure. That's what you get with 21.
Alright, well, I will. I guess make my way towards the center of town and continue my search. For, thanking him.
Center of town is the market and the Baron House, by the way. Tavern's not far from that. And,
Poke around the market, see if any of the stall keeps have seen him.
asking around, you wouldn't find anything. Going for the previous description, they would have come in the middle of the night, so anyone on stalls would have gone home, obviously. So, inconclusive.
Next plan. Just came up with this one. I think it's a little clever.
At this point, it's late afternoon. Sun is getting low in the sky.
I'm going to approach the guard around the Baron house and ask if I can speak with anyone who was on duty during the night that they came into town. See if they know anything.
You'd have to come back tomorrow.
Oof,
As you
okay.
speak to like one of like the upper, like one of the sergeants. You had to come back tomorrow. We're about to change off shifts to night shift. So not right now, but you can certainly ask them once tomorrow comes along.
Whistle is going to do her thing like
Oh, no.
she did in
By the way,
in,
it's no longer winter, it is actually spring now. Congrats.
Yippee! In Taliskar, remember how she made a little nest, right?
Yeah.
Little nest. She's gonna do that. In in one of the buildings near the Baron and kind of just keep loose eye.
So near the center of town, you have set up a small nest.
Yippee. And that is where she will be for tonight.
Anything else the party is doing?
Hmm. I have nothing I can think of doing.
I will say, as this day comes to a close, the party having some vague hints and clues to go off of, trying to figure out what comes next. That is what we'll pick up next time.
Mhm.
Yippee!
Yippee!
I have some preparation to do.
Yes.
As I will actually say this now, you didn't specifically ask about it, but you probably would have heard around town. In the next couple of days, there is going to be a small festival in this town, a harvest festival of sorts, or like beginning of harvest
Yay.
festival, as it's now spring.
Time to steal more money.
As it is now spring, they are going to be holding a an end of winter festival, basically.
Oh yeah.
And I have preparations to do. I need to make some maps and stuff.
Yippee.
I will
Yippee,
add
work.
the new encounters to the fun book. Baron goes in neutral,
Alright.
and Rin goes in neutral, and there we go.
Don't forget to put Poopy McDoodle
Alright.
in enemy.
I'm going to head out. Thank you for this session. It was very
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah.
Probably gonna head as well.
I'm off.
Goodbye.